Calling all moms. Did you know it's okay to be selfish every now and then? Coming up, it's time to show some self-love this Mother's Day that can help reboot your well-being.
Welcome back to Great Day Washington. Mother's Day is this Sunday, and moms all over will be pampered, maybe a sweet note to say thank you, breakfast in bed, or nice, much-deserved, relaxing day. That'll be nice, but what are we as moms doing for ourselves?
Well, Washington life designer, that's right, Julie Reisler is back on the show to show us all how moms can reboot their well-being and self-esteem this Mother's Day. Julie, it's great to see you again and have you back on the show.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, I'm excited about this topic because I like to think of Mother's Day as my second birthday.
Oh,
so bring it on, bring it on.
I like that. That is such a great way to look at it.
But how can you share tips when moms are so busy, their calendars are full? When do you have time for yourself?
Well, and it's interesting, the calendar I think is a great place to look because oftentimes we are busy rushing around doing for everybody else, our children, and what often gets sacrificed is time for ourselves to reboot. Studies are showing that moms, and I think women, are more stressed out and anxious now more than ever. And so a great place to start is your calendar. And I color code mine. So an idea would be to color code your calendar so you can see, okay, this is time for my children, yellow. This is time for my fitness and health, blue. You know, my time with my significant other is red. And you color code each activity and each thing that you're doing so you can look and see, oh shoot, I went through the whole week and I didn't do anything for myself. I didn't go to the gym, I didn't take time off, and it's really important we want to balance.
And too, with your partner, it's like, you could be like, there's no red. We didn't enjoy any red time today.
Exactly.
The red is like when we're sleeping.
Right.
So I miss out on it.
Right, which is like an unconscious hanging out together, right? We want conscious time, yeah.
Well, and of course, Mother's Day, we're going to be showered with gifts, hopefully. Thank you notes, but it's okay to give gifts to ourselves, right? Put it out there in the world, you get it back. But it's okay to give stuff to ourselves, to be the person that gives it to us.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, I like to use the oxygen mask theory. You know, if you're on a plane, I was literally just flying a day ago, and, you know, they do the flight attendants say, you know, take your oxygen mask. And what do they tell us to do? They say to put it on yourself first. It doesn't mean that you only stay there keep it on yourself first. You're supposed to then give it to your children. So you've got to give yourself that nourishment, that time, that rebooting, that time to recharge. Then we have more to give. And I've seen it in my life when I've done that, when I haven't. It makes a huge difference.
How do you do that for yourself?
It's a great question. So a couple different things that I do. I'm a big believer that we often spend time in relationships with other people the most, and it's important to spend time with ourselves. So I call it dating yourself. So literally creating little dates with yourself. It could be 15 minutes, it could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour, but it's just you and you. And maybe it's taking yourself to coffee, maybe it's taking yourself for a manicure, maybe it's just walking. I love beads and jewelry, so sometimes it's going into a jewelry store and just letting myself walk mindlessly. And that time alone with yourself, it's important. We don't get a lot of time to be with ourselves and to enjoy that time with ourselves.
It almost feels counterintuitive because when you think of a table for one, you think of someone who is lonely, but you're saying, no, it's time to just kind of think and recharge. And you also say during that alone time, you should make Mother's Day declarations. What are those?
Yeah, so I'm a big believer our words are very generative. We say things all the time, usually things to ourselves that are not as kind. I know for me, if I'm rushing in the morning, I maybe got up, I didn't get time to meditate or to stretch or to exercise, I gotta get my kids to school on time, and I forget to tune in and to say something nice to myself, and that can change the whole day. So declarations they're statements that you resonate with, that feel true, but that are kind and that are positive. So it might be, all is well, I'm doing the best I can, I honor myself today, I'm really grateful for, and then five things right there that can change your state.
5 positives. I always think of Viola Davis from The Help, where she's like, you know, I is kind, I is nice, I is intelligent.
I love
you know, it was just such a cute line, but I never forgot it, because who really does that consciously and confidently every day?
Yes, every day. And we look in the mirror every day, whether it's in the bathroom or your rear view mirror in your car or just where, you know, in the storefront. And so using those moments to connect with yourself and to remind yourself, I'm doing a really good job here. You know, you say that to probably your good friends. I say it to my
Right.
close friends. When do you say that to yourself? The thing is, it's important by giving it to yourself, then we rely less on others needing to give it to us. And that's a
that.
whole different
That's huge.
kind of
Write
relationship.
yourself some nice notes that maybe, even if you especially get into a rough part of the day, you can open it and be like, you are beautiful. You are smart. I love
kind,
it.
I is intelligent, I is beautiful.
Julie Reisler is the author of Get a PhD in You. Check it out, little journal to go along with it. Julie, thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll be back right after this.